Hello there, stamping friends. This is Yana Smakula, and welcome to another Hero Arts video tutorial. You're watching Color Layering with Yana, and in this episode, we're taking a closer look at the Color Layering Caterpillar set. Now, hold your horses and don't click away just yet if you don't like caterpillars. You'd be surprised how this stamp set can be used to make some clever and unique cards. If you're new to the Color Layering video series, these videos are all about exploring different color options for the Hero Arts color layering sets, and there's plenty of sets to choose from. If you missed any of my previous videos from this series, be sure to watch them. I always strive to give you guys lots of color choices and some great card ideas to help you get the maximum use out of your stamps. Hero's recommended color combo for the Caterpillar set is Pine, Aigan, Moss, and Green Apple. Caterpillars, like butterflies, come in all sorts of colors, from yellow to pink to purple to blue and green and even white. So with this set, you can go with any color you like, and you can have your caterpillar in your favorite colors. I tried a bunch of color combos for these images, and I ended up liking and using just a few that were stamped using Hero Arts ombre inks. If you don't have ombre inks in your stash, you are honestly missing out because these are some of the most fantastic and unique inks for any solid stamps, not just these color layering images. I started working on my cards by stamping all of the parts and pieces. First, I stamped the little green branch for my caterpillar to sit on, and I used Green Apple and Moss inks. I ended up stamping a bunch and just set them aside. To stamp the caterpillar and the little chrysalis, I'm starting by stamping the outlines using black ink. I tried various ink color combinations and I'll show you most of them on video, although I didn't use all of them for my cards. First, I have neon ombre yellow to orange and Copper Joe. The caterpillar image has 3 layers, while the other images in this stamp set only have 2 layers. I have to say that I actually liked the caterpillar stamped with just 2 layers, so I did skip adding a 3rd detail layer to some of the images. And that's absolutely okay. You can definitely do that if you like your image better like that. Next, I used neon ombre red to purple, and you can see the beauty of using these ombre inks. I'm using just 1 ink pad, yet I already have a nice color transition and added interest to my image. If you're new to the ombre ink pads, be sure to watch one of Hero Arts' previous videos showing how to use these and how to properly ink your stamps with the ombre ink pads. Next, I tried using ombre spring brights. This ended up having a fun transition from yellow to orange to pink. Next, I used ombre pink to red, and I had picked crimson for the detail layer. Another one I tried was ombre green, and I actually really liked this one, and I used it for one of the cards. Next, I tested out ombre mermaid, and I also love this color option. And one last color I tried for the base layer was the ombre mint to green. I didn't have the black outlines stamped, so I just stamped this one starting with a solid layer and then added the outline layer later. I also tried stamping this one in ombre meadow, but I didn't really like that one at all. Next, I stamped the detail layer using the inks I mentioned previously. So pink to red ombre and crimson, spring brights and mulled wine, neon pink to purple and raspberry jam, neon yellow to orange and Copper Joe, green ombre and forever green. Ombre mermaid, by the way, I kept as is and I skipped adding detail layer. And for the ombre mint to green, I used Tide Pool. If you want, you can also use a non-black color for the outline, but go with a shade darker of whatever color you used for the other layers. That will give you a much softer look. This stamp set comes with coordinating dies, and so I used them to cut my images out. I also stamped a few additional leaves from my set using same greens as before, Green Apple and Moss Green. To create little scenes for my cards, I decided I wanted to include an image of a butterfly. So I used my color layering swallowtail and stamped several butterflies using same colors of ink I used for the caterpillars. The caterpillar set has a bunch of very clever sentiments. I went with "It's just a stage" sentiment for my first card, and I included the 3 stages of the butterfly development: the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and the butterfly itself. I think this makes a fun card with a hidden meaning, as all of these images, along with "it's just a stage," convey that message really well. I used foam adhesive squares and foam mounted all images onto a 4 by 5¼ inches wood grain white panel. I later also foam mounted this panel onto the card. I used glue to adhere the body of the butterfly to the plant and shaped the wings to have them pop off the card. To complete this card, I also stamped "Time to turn over a new leaf" message in black ink, and I added several leaves. Finally, I used sequins from the ombre green sequin mix to embellish my card. I absolutely love using these ombre sequins as they coordinate with the Hero Arts ink colors so well. For my second card, I went with a similar layout. I picked a different sentiment and used one that reads "Let's get a bite." Once again, I added a butterfly as I wanted to have something to fill that space in. I went with ombre ocean sequins for this card. So here is a closer look at all 3 projects I made using the color layering caterpillar set. I didn't show you how I put the third card together, as it was very similar to the previous 2. You can use the caterpillar set alone or combined with other stamp sets that you might already have in your stash, like this butterfly set or other sets, to create fun and playful cards. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode from the Color Layering with Yana video series. Be sure to stop by next month for the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet done so. Thanks, I'll see you next time. Bye!